Welcome and thanks for taking the time to watch this video where we'll be looking at the upcoming Microsoft Windows 11 install on VMware Workstation 16. Currently Windows 11 is in Insider Preview options. If you have a supported computer, you'll be able to go ahead and sign up for the Windows Insider program and be able to install it. If you don't have a supported computer, although you're able to change, modify the configuration on your computer, you might be able to test the Insider Preview program with Windows 11, and that might work. However, when it's fully released on October 5th, 2021, at least that's the tentative date, you might have to roll back to Windows 10 if you don't have the supported requirements. This here is a useful option if you're using VMware Workstation just in general, to use virtual machines and so forth, but also if you don't have a supported computer, you could use VMware Workstation to still be able to use Windows 11 that will have the requirements for activation and full usage after it's released. That being said, I'll go ahead and put these links that I have in the description of the video. Here on our first link, we just have what's new with Windows 11. That will kind of go through and give you an idea of what's coming up in Windows 11. There's also the Windows 11 requirements. Specifically, we're going to be interested in UEFI, Secure Boot, and TPM modules when we're creating the virtual machine in VMware Workstation 16. Alright, so second link that I have here is actually where you'll be able to go. Again, this will be in this link will be in the description of the video. But you can go ahead over here and you can go ahead and sign in to get the ISO that you're going to need for this download. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Okay, now that we're signed in, we'll be able to get this view here. It gives us a little bit more information. You can go ahead and read through that on your time here, but ultimately if you scroll down here, you'll be able to select which particular option you're looking for. Again, Windows 11 is currently in Insider Preview for dev beta channels, and also if you're in China, you have separate builds as well as enterprise development here. In this particular case, if you want the Insider Preview, you can use the beta channel. They're all the same versions, as you can see. Build 22000.132. You can select that, confirm, and then you'll be able to get the download link. I've already went ahead and downloaded it, so we'll just go into VMware Workstation 16 and start to build the virtual machine. Alright, so here we are in VMware Workstation 16 Pro, and we're going to go ahead and create a new virtual machine. You can do that either here using the button there, or you can just go and file and new virtual machine. Let's go ahead and launch that. Brings up the wizard. We're just going to use a typical install in this case. Select the next button. We'll select I will install the operating system later. Go ahead and select next. You're going to want to make sure that you have the Microsoft Windows, and we'll just leave it at Windows 10 x64 in this case for 64-bit operating system. If you choose other operating systems, you might not get the Secure Boot option that will be enabled when you're creating the virtual machine. So just use Microsoft Windows and select Windows 10. Going back to our requirements here, we're going to need at least 64 gigabytes of disk size. Okay, we're going to store it as a single file. In this case, you can split it into multiple files if you want. I'm just going to create a 80 gigabyte disk in a single file format. Select next. Let's go ahead and customize the hardware. Again, looking at our requirements, You're going to want at least 4 gigs of RAM, a single processor. So in this case, we're just going to give it 8 gigs of RAM. Four processors, single core. Enable virtualize Intel VT. Go ahead and over to our CD DVD ROM, and we're going to use the image that we downloaded. Here's our virtual machine. Let's go ahead and edit the settings of the virtual machine. Encryption is going to be required, so we'll select the Options tab in the virtual machine settings. Go down to Access Control. Select Encrypt. You'll be prompted for a password. Just go ahead and enter your password and confirm it. Go back under Hardware, select the Add button, and we'll be able to come over here to Trusted Platform Module. Back to the Options tab, we're going to go to Advanced, and you're going to want to make sure that UEFI is selected with the radio button. It might default to BIOS, so you'll need to select the UEFI radio button and make sure that you select the Secure Boot option there. With that done, then we'll just be able to select OK, save the settings here. Let's go ahead and power on the virtual machine. Select your version of Windows 11 that you'd like to use. I'm going to select Windows 11 Pro. Accept the licensing terms. From here, you'd select which particular configuration that you'd like to have for personal use, work, or school. I'm just going to use personal use for right now. You'll be able to sign in with your Microsoft account if you have one, or you can create an account, of course. I'm going to go ahead and go to Sign In Options, and I'm going to use an offline account. You'll notice that taskbar has its dock in the middle. It's kind of like the Mac OS and some Linux distributions. If you're a traditional Windows user and you prefer to have the taskbar aligned to the left, you will be able to go into settings, just select that, or if you don't have that there, you can just select the Windows button to get to that same screen. Just get to settings, and you'll be able to go to, let's see, I believe it's personalization, taskbar, behaviors, and align it to the left. Display is not going to be filling whatever your preferred resolution is, so we will want to go ahead and install VMware Tools. You can just right click on the virtual machine, install VMware Tools. You're able to go back to the virtual machine, open up Windows Explorer, select the drive. Go ahead and select your preferred setup file. Screen will refresh to the default resolution settings. Go ahead and select Finish. Are going to need to restart. And there you have it. Windows 11 install on VMware Workstation 16 Pro. Hopefully this video was useful for you to be able to install and be able to use Windows 11. Thank you for watching this video, and wish everyone a great day. Take care.